Howdy folks, and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new episode. So I'm very excited to bring this episode to my channel because basically many interesting things happened, and those many interesting things can be already summarized in the title. The original video was almost 2 hours long, and that's why I again decided to speed it up at 1000 fold just to give you an overview of what happened. So in early January 1940, I decided to launch, I think for the first time in my HOI4 career, Operation Weserübung, Operation Exercise Weser, which was the code name for the invasion of Denmark and Norway. And since the goal of this campaign is to make Germany a super air power, I would say made good use of the available 10 paratroopers divisions. And while Denmark fell, I think, in a couple of days, for Norway I just paradropped my guys in Oslo. I sent in some troops and then I paradropped them again in Trondheim, and I think this crippled the AI and Norway surrendered. And that was, I must say, really fast. And one of you guys said that my infantry divisions were too weak. Could be. Honestly, I did not really feel that in the, let's say, Danish and Norwegian campaign. I don't know. I think that my let's say template is quite okay. If you have any let's say better strategy to use for the infantry, just guys let me know in the comments below. I think that having 10 infantry battalions, 3 medium artillery battalions, and 1 anti-tank, I think it's fine. And in early March, so nearly 2 months after the end of Operation Weserübung, I decided to strike against the west. And while, let's say, giving the AI the honor of let's say defeating the Belgian and Dutch armies, I took control of Panzer Group Kleist, and for the first time now I saw my panzers in action, and I basically tried to recreate what happened in real life. It didn't go, let's say, as expected, because at the beginning my panzer crushed all of the opposition, and then they dashed in the French countryside. I tried to attack Paris because at first it was undefended or lightly defended, but then something went wrong, and basically I had to, okay, let's reroute my tanks northwards to seal off the enemy pocket. And I mean, this is really, I wouldn't say how should have happened, but I don't know. Had the Germans really trapped the British Expeditionary Force, I don't know what would have happened. But yeah, I'm not here to talk about this. I'm here to comment my gameplay. And so the Allied resistance in Belgium and the Netherlands simply evaporated. I've never seen anything like that. And when, let's say, all the enemy pockets have been crushed, I redeployed everything along the new French border, and then I just said, okay, I set the order to attack, and yeah, my divisions just overcame every opposition. And unexpectedly, Italy also joined the war in April 1940, and I thought that the AI was scripted in a time-based manner. It seems that the AI is let's say programmed to join the war, I think, as soon as France is about to capitulate. And yeah, you will see why I was quite surprised of this entry of Italy into the war. So with France, let's say, neutralized, I thought, okay, maybe it's time to attempt Operation Sea Lion, or as I baptized it, Operation Air Lion, because my Kriegsmarine was basically in no shape to conduct the invasion of Britain. And okay, I was like, okay, let's just use my paratroopers. I did my best. to gain air superiority over the English Channel, and that was okay. Surprisingly, I was using my naval bombers to basically sink as many convoys as possible, and I must say that this, let's say, interdiction operations was quite good, because I sunk, I think, between 25 and 30 submarines, destroyers, stuff like that. And slowly I managed to get 72% air superiority over this southern England, and this was enough, really enough, to allow me to launch Operation Air Lion. And I was really panicking at this point, because my paratroopers were being pushed back along the coast, and at some point one enemy division managed to recapture Dover. And luckily, on the nick of time, von Kleist panzers arrived on the scene, and it took me quite some time, because the AI was just attacking me and endlessly attacking me, and it was just, let's say, after many of these failed attacks that I decided to launch a small offensive to expand the bridgehead into the Sussex, as well as to occupy the southern half of London. And yeah, so it took me quite some efforts, but thanks to I think thanks to the presence of the mighty German panzers, I managed to briefly expand a bit my bridgehead. I did play around here with the frontline orders, and I think was quite successful. And since I realized I would have needed more troops, I also sent in von Paulus, I think is the 4th Army, von Paulus' army in Sussex. And as, let's say, my troops were complaining that not too many supplies were reaching those areas, I also decided to prioritize repair of the ports and expand the port of Dover. And when I felt ready to launch the attack, I decided, okay, let's just go on and encircle as many troops as possible, as always. I sealed off a bunch of divisions in Bristol, and I cut off Cornwall, while von Kleist panzers and Waffen-SS divisions were just racing forward, well, racing northwards, I would say. And having therefore sealed off Cornwall and Wales, I decided to turn again my attention against central England and Scotland. As, let's say, 1940 was now reaching an end, I was like, okay, maybe it's time to train a few more panzer divisions. And yeah, this order of 10, 12 new panzer divisions put under strain my production lines, because now I had to produce nearly 2,500 tanks. But this was still okay, because in October, on October the 2nd, the UK capitulated, and I think this is a feature of the total war mode. But if you capitulate the UK, there is no peace deal of the Allies. Simply, the US will join the war, and then the war goes on as if nothing happened. I didn't see that Ireland was actually in the Allies, and I was like, okay, why is there a front line there? And yeah, so it was not planned to invade Ireland, but since they joined the wrong side, I was like, okay, let's just occupy it. I saw that Italy was losing, as always, the war in Africa, and this, I think, was the funniest and my biggest mistake ever, because I was like, okay, let's bring von Kleist panzers to Naples, and let's send to Africa the Africa Corps. And I was really focused on the African theater, because I was like, oh my god, will I ever reach it? Will I ever make it down there? I also redeployed one wing of naval bombers just to get, let's say, a bit of naval interdiction in the central Mediterranean. And there, my race against time began, because I sent 5 panzer divisions. 3 of them reached Tripoli quite easily, while the other 2 were intercepted by the British Navy, and I think even by the Greek submarines. And by the time the other a 4th Panzer Division reached Tripoli, well, it was all lost. I tried to attack the British, I failed, and yeah, with this, North Africa was lost. Yeah, I felt a bit bad because I was like, I could have saved all this time, I could have not wasted so much manpower and precious equipment. But yeah, let's see. It was unexpected. I don't know. Maybe if I win the war against the Soviet Union, I may try to reconquer Africa. But yeah, now with Africa lost and let's say Yugoslavia secured and the war in Greece, for me, time has come to finally turn my attention against the Red Giant. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye bye.